This is a brand new method for installing Kali NetHunter Rootless Edition on any compatible Android device. This guide does not require root or custom recovery. All you need is an unmodified stock Android device to install Kali NetHunter without voiding the warranty. Now with that said, let's get started. The only requirements of this video, you need an Android smartphone or tablet running Android 11 or higher. Next up, you need to have at least 10 GB of free space on your internal storage. Now, as you can see, I'm using my Nothing Phone 1 running the stable version of Nothing OS 2.0 based on Android 13. Installing Kali NetHunter Rootless on an Android smartphone or tablet is only possible with an application called Termux. Open your favorite browser, visit this GitHub page, and download the Termux application. Now make sure you are downloading the file that labeled as ARM64v8. Then go to this website and download the NetHunter Store application. Now once you have finished downloading both files, proceed to install them on your Android device. Now open the NetHunter Store and search for another application called NetHunter Kali. Download and install this application. Next, open Termux and wait for a few seconds to complete the setup. You will see a prompt that to accept input, we need to type several commands to set up Kali NetHunter. If you have a Bluetooth mouse or keyboard connected to your Android device via USB port to make typing the commands easier. Then type this command to grant file storage permission. Then type termux-change-repo to select the default mirror. Now after that, type pkg space update to update the package manager. You will encounter a few prompts for confirmation. Keep pressing the return key to accept the defaults. It's time to install the wget command. To do so, type pkg space install space wget. Now once it's done, type wget-o install-nethunter-termux followed by this URL and press the enter key. The URL is a case sensitive, so make sure to type it exactly as shown. Now I will include all these commands in the video description so you can check them out later. Now this command downloads the installer script. To execute this script, you need to change the permissions. Type chmod +x space install-nethunter-termux, then run the script by executing this command. You will be prompted to select an image. I recommend choosing the full edition for a GUI interface. Now select the first option and press the return key. Now this will take some time to set up Kali NetHunter, so make sure your Android smartphone is connected to a fast internet. It's also recommended to increase the screen time limit to 30 minutes to prevent your device from going to sleep. At some point, you may ask if you want to delete the root file system. Choose N for now. Now you have successfully installed Kali Linux NetHunter Rootless Edition running on your Android device. You can enter the CLI mode of Kali Linux by typing NetHunter or NH. The first thing to do after entering CLI mode is to update Kali by running this command. Unfortunately, Termux cannot emulate the host OS internet to update the source list. To fix the internet issue, type this command to delete the default DNS resolver. Then type this command to update the DNS settings. Now, once it's done, wait for a few seconds. Now try typing the ping command to see if the internet is working. Now, as you can see, I can receive the packets. You can interrupt the ping by pressing Ctrl+C. Now type sudo apt update to update the package list. You will be asked to input the password using Kali in lowercase. This is a kind of proot operation, a user space implementation of chroot. Now once it's done, you can install the commands like neofetch by running this command. You also need to run this command to install dbus x11 package to fix any GUI related issues. It's time to enable the desktop mode of the Kali NetHunter edition. To do so, first exit the Kali Linux prompt, then type nethunter space kex space passwd and press the enter key to set a password for the VNC connection. Choose no for view only password. Next, type nethunter or nh space kex space ampersand to start the VNC server. Then note down the port number. Now open the NetHunter kex application, enter the password and port number and click connect from the top right. Now on some devices, you will see an XFCE desktop environment. But if you're trying this on a newer Android devices, you may see a black screen with no GUI output. Now this is because XFCE cannot work as intended. To fix this issue, go back to Termux, type nh space kex space stop. Now type nh to enter the Kali shell. We're going to install the LXQT desktop. Now simply type this command to set up LXQT. It will take some time, so please be patient. Now once it's done, edit the X startup file by running this command. Comment out the XFCE4 line and uncomment this line. Save the changes by pressing Ctrl+O and Ctrl+X to exit. Now exit the Kali shell and also close the Termux. Reopen Termux, then type nh space kex space ampersand to start the VNC server. Note down the port number and return to the NetHunter kex application. Now enter the password and port number and click on connect. Now you can see the LXQT desktop environment. Now, after using the GUI for a few minutes, the server may get terminated and you will see this message in Termux. Now, this happens due to the phantom process killer introduced in Android 12 or higher. It's a background process limiter that kills the app processes using excessive CPU or system resources. To resolve this issue, go to your Android device settings, navigate to the About page, and tap on the build number 7 times to activate the developer settings. Then go to the developer settings and look for wireless debugging. Now make sure you have connected to your Wi-Fi network before enabling this feature. Then enable wireless debugging. You will see an IP address and port number. Now click on Pair Device with Pairing Code. By using this IP address, port number, and Wi-Fi pairing code, we can pair the current device with ADB. As you can see, I'm running both applications in a split screen view and have connected my phone with a Bluetooth mouse and keyboard. Now inside Termux, type ADB space pair followed by your IP address, port number, and the Wi-Fi pairing code. Now as you can see, it has successfully paired. Under the wireless debugging section, you can see the paired devices. It's time to connect to the ADB shell using this IP address and port number. In Termux, type ADB space connect followed by your IP address and port number. That's it. I'm going to quit the split screen mode. Now inside Termux, if I type ADB devices, it will list out the connected devices. Now head over to my blog post and scroll down a bit to see the list of commands to be executed. Now copy these commands one by one and paste them inside the Termux application. Now, these commands will disable the phantom process killer. Once that is done, type nh space kex space ampersand to restart the VNC server. And voila, now you can see that the server has started. Let's quickly connect to the GUI via the VNC server. Perfect, you won't encounter any issues. It's also recommended to disable the battery restrictions on Termux application so that it remains active in the background. This is how you fix Signal 9 errors in Android 12 or Android 13 using ADB shell. Now once you're done working with Kali through the VNC viewer, close the application. Now inside the Termux, type nh space kex space stop and then type exit to exit the Termux application. That's pretty much it. This is how you install Kali NetHunter Rootless Edition inside an Android device. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. For more information, please check the description of this video. Thanks for watching. This has been KSK Ryle. I will catch you in my next one.